Hello everyone. Today's topic of discussion is multiplication of fractions. We are going to learn this using a small diagram, and this question here that we have taken is 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 2 when a fraction is multiplied by another fraction. So let us consider the first fraction to be a fraction having one complete figure with 5 rows, and the second fraction to be one complete figure with 2 columns. In the first figure, if you can see here, there are 5 rows: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One of the row is colored yellow. In the second figure, there are 2 columns. This is one column and this is the second column. The first column is colored blue. When we overlap these two figures, we get the number of rectangles or number of equal shapes that are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, amongst which the color of only one has been overlapped. Blue and yellow, when they overlap, give us a green color. So out of these 10 equal shapes, we have got one as green color. So the answer to this fraction is 1 upon 10. That means 1 upon 5 when multiplied with 1 upon 2 gives us 1 upon 10. I have another example in front of you. 1 upon 4 multiplied by 1 upon 6. So in the first step, I have taken this one figure which is divided into 4 equal rows. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these 4 rows, out of these only one is selected, which represents 1 upon 4. So in the second step, there are one complete figure has been divided into 6 equal columns, 5 and 6, out of which only one is colored blue. So 1 upon 6 is represented by this figure. When we overlap these two figures, that is when we multiply these two figures, only the color of this small box changes into green. Rest remains blue and rest remains yellow, which shows the multiplication is represented by only this one shape. Out of the total shapes that we get here are 24. So the shape which represents 1 upon 24 is given by the green color amongst these 24 boxes. So the answer to this is 1 upon 24. That is 1 by 4 into 1 by 6 gives us 1 upon 24. Now we are going to learn this through some practical examples where we are not going to use the diagrams. So the first step to this is to multiply the numerators, then multiply the denominators, and then cancel down whatever we can do in the numerators and the denominators at the same time. There are two questions which are on the screen. 2 upon 3 multiplied by 1 upon 4. So if you look at the first fraction and the second fraction, the numerators are 2 and 1 and the denominators are 3 and 4. So first step stays that we have to multiply the numerators, 2 multiplied by 1. Then we have to multiply the denominators, 3 multiplied by 4, which gives us the answer as 2 into 1 is 2, 3 into 4 is 12. When we cancel them down, both the numerator and the denominator are divisible by 2. So when we divide them by 2, we get 1 upon 6 as the answer, which can further not be broken down. We cannot cancel it down further. We cannot do any other thing. So this is the answer, that is the required answer. Now we have another example on the screen. 3 upon 8 multiplied by a mixed fraction, that is 1 upon 8. We have to first convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. 1 multiplied by 8 plus 1, the numerator, we get the improper fraction as 9 upon 8. Then 3 upon 8 goes with 9 upon 8 with a multiplication sign. Then we bring them on a common platform. Why I call it a common platform? Because we are multiplying the numerator and the denominator on this platform. So we write 3 into 9 upon 8 into 8. So 3 into 9 gives us 27 and 8 into 8 gives us a 64. So the answer that we get here is 27 and 64 because there is no HCF common between 27 and 64. So the answer to the multiplication is 27 and upon 64. There are two more examples to this question. 5 upon 6 multiplied by 3. 5 upon 6 multiplied by 3 can be written as 3 upon 1. This 3, when it is a whole number, it is considered to be a fraction with the denominator 1. So the numerators are 5 and 3. 5 multiplied by 3 upon 6 multiplied by 1, or you can also write the only 6 here. So 3 and 6 are further divisible by each other. 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6. So we cancel them out over here and we get the answer as 5 multiplied by 1 gives us 5. And in the denominator we get a 2. So 5 upon 2 is an improper fraction. When we convert it into a mixed fraction, we get the answer as 2, 1 upon 2. Then there is example P on the screen, 5 upon 8 into 6. So here again we have a whole number as a second number, that is a 6. So 5 is multiplied by 6 and the denominator comes in single fold, that is 8. So 5 into 6 upon 8. 6 and 8 are both even numbers. They both are divisible by 2. So 2 3s are 6 and 2 4s are 8. So we cancel them down in the table of 2 and we get the answer as 5 into 3 upon 4. 5 into 3 is 15 upon 4. When we divide this improper fraction and we convert it into a mixed fraction, we get the answer as 3 upon 4. The next topic is multiplicative inverse or reciprocal. Reciprocal, you might have heard that it is something related to ulta pulta. Yes, so we are going to learn this now in practice time 9. So if the product of two fractions is 1, then each of them is called multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of the other. Now what does this mean? We are going to learn this with an example. For example, 3 upon 2 multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 2 as 3 upon 2 multiplied by 2 upon 3 gives us a 1. So that means the multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 2 is 2 upon 3. Because when they are multiplied together, we get the answer as 1. When the product of the fractions is 1, then we say that they both are reciprocals or multiplicative inverses of each other. Okay, now here we have a simple thing to understand. Reciprocal of a proper fraction is an improper fraction and vice versa. Now what does this mean? Reciprocal of a proper fraction. Let us take, for example, a proper fraction to be 2 upon 3. Then the reciprocal of 2 upon 3 will be 3 upon 2. 3 upon 2 is an improper fraction, while the proper fraction was 2 upon 3. So a proper fraction has a reciprocal as an improper fraction. Then another point to be noted here is reciprocal of a whole number is a unit fraction. If we say that a whole number 3, the reciprocal of 3 will be 1 upon 3. So this 1 upon 3 is a unit fraction. What is a unit fraction? A unit fraction is a fraction with 1 as the numerator. Then 1 is the only number whose reciprocal is equal to itself. 1 is the only number whose reciprocal is equal to itself. If you reciprocal 1, you get the answer as 1 itself. Write the reciprocals of the following numbers. So let us take few examples to understand this. 2 upon 3's reciprocal is 3 upon 2. They both are not equal, but the reciprocal of 2 upon 3 is 3 upon 2. 6 upon 7's reciprocal is 7 upon 6. 3 upon 5's reciprocal is 5 upon 3. So now here you can see very clearly that the reciprocal of a proper fraction is an improper fraction. Again, for the proper fraction, it is an improper fraction. For the proper fraction, it is an improper fraction.